Why is the plot of land that your house sits on affects you? Why is it important for you to know? Yeah, outside feng shui. Welcome to Ask Auntie Amy, where we are changing the world one person at a time. Like and subscribe and get notified for our new videos. Have you ever wondered how does the plot of land where your house or that you owned or the house you rent can affect you? Welcome to episode 23, Feng Shui Fighting with Ask Aunt Amy. Today we're going to talk about the land that your house sits on. Let's talk about missing sector in your house. How would that impact different members of the household? Hi, I'm Ask Auntie Amy. I am a Feng Shui coach. I use Feng Shui or Chinese metaphysics to help my clients to get what they want. You know, buying a house in California, actually in the Bay Area, is quite an investment. Most of the houses is $1 million and up around here where I live. So when you buy a house or even rent a house, it is very important for you to take a look at the feng shui of the house, because the feng shui of the house impacts you. It can impact your health, it can impact your career, and especially, most important thing, your wealth. So you're thinking, the plot of land that the house sits on affects you. Yeah. You know why? Because if all lands comes in different size, right? They're never like perfectly square, perfectly rectangular. There's some are like, like a clam shape, wide in the front, narrow in the back. There are some like the trapezoids, narrow in the front, wide in the back. And there's some that like missing corners or missing section, L shape. Those impacts your wealth. The best thing for you to do is get some sort of aerial map of the property you're on. And that way, usually they will demark where the property boundary lines are, so you know what shape of the property that you're looking at. So one of the things that you need to take a look at is the compass direction of your property. It's what you do is try to stand in the middle of your house. I know it's kind of hard. Or at least stand like a few feet away from your front door or the main center of your house and take a compass reading. That will kind of give you the direction of what the directions of each of the corners is. And then you kind of project it out. If you have the diagram, you can lay that over your parcel on your property, and then you can see if you have any missing corner. And then where are they missing? So, for example, if you have missing the northwest sector represent the male head of household. So, usually it's not going to be auspicious for the male household lives there, or if the northwest sector is missing or it's got like weird stuff happening in that sector. It could also means like, I don't want to say divorce, but usually that household doesn't have male head of household. That's what that means. So usually it will be prosperous for probably the women, not so much for the men. If it's missing the southwest sector, okay, if that is missing, that means southwest sector represent the mother or the female head of household. So if that is missing, usually means the female head of household is not being well supported while they're living in that house. So, they could have different things could happen. This all depend on what the rest of the house looks like as well, and what is their body chart is too. So, there's multiple layer, but looking at your property, the outside, the plot of land, you're going to want to try to find one as, square or rectangular without any missing corner, not funky shape and things like that, as much as possible. So, for example, if it's missing the east sector, it represents the eldest son. The southeast represents the eldest daughter. The south represents middle daughter. And of course, the southwest is the mother or the female head of household. The west is the youngest daughter. The northwest is the father or male head of household. The north represents the middle son. the northeast is the youngest boy in the house. So take a look. If there's missing sector or some sort of like damage to that sector, it affects that member of the household in the family. When I say damage, it could be like pylon, it could be garbage dumpster, things like that, or overweeded section of the yard. That's what I mean. So when these sectors are missing or damaged, it could affect the health or the career of that member of the household. It's sometime I know people go, how can I fix the feng shui cure? There's not really a cure. You can't add the missing corner back to the property, okay? Unless you buy the property that's attached to it. But anyway, what you can do is, if it's like just dirty garbage, things like that, just clean up, okay? Clean it up. That will help. All right. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like, follow, and subscribe, and get notified for all my future video.